Hey, hey, hey! Happy Friday! Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Give me just a second. Is it this one? Yep, that's the one. Alright. So, first things first. Welcome back. It's the end of the week. Thank God. And we're playing Peacewalker. And we need to burn through all of the briefing files that I completely ignored when we were playing the game. So, yeah. Let's do that!
Areas with a distinct dry season, like the Pacific coast, have tropical dry forests. During the dry season, the trees drop their leaves. It gives you a clearer view, but at the same time, there are fewer places to hide. So be careful.
Sounds dull.
It is not really. A lot of trees flower during the dry season, including my favorite, the tabebuia. It has these amazingly vivid yellow flowers.
Well, that's nice.
Costa Rica has several active volcanoes, Irasu being one of them.
That's where Camino de Lava comes from, huh?
The tropical dry forests around here are quite different from our rainforests. They lose their leaves in the dry season. Tropical forests are not all thick jungles. A few of them even have cacti. Some of Costa Rica's greatest assets are its diverse forests and natural landscapes. Costa Rica got its first real railroads up and running about 100 years ago. Their primary purpose was to move coffee harvested in the Central Basin to the Caribbean coast.
They built railroads here 100 years ago? That's impressive.
It was even more difficult than you would imagine. Later, they
I
started using the railroads
really
for shipping
can't
bananas
imagine
too.
how much
There
work it would
still
be
might be some branch lines around here.
setting up railroads in a region like Costa Rica. Like, Jesus Christ.
Aldea de los Despiertos means Village of the Awake.
Weird name.
The area is littered with coffee fields, and there is a factory nearby. The villagers are fans of coffee, so...
Nah, they
Yeah,
don't
that
get
makes
much
sense.
sleep, huh? They've got a sense of humor, all right.
I cannot believe they would take over a place like this and use it as a prison. It is unforgivable for both the CIA and the thugs they employ. All the villagers wanted was to live in peace. What gives the CIA the right to crush them like that?
They don't care about
Guns.
anyone's rights but their own. It's just the way some people are.
You really think so?
Don't worry. It just gives me the right to teach them a lesson. Amanda, how do I...
Alright, we can skip this one.
What can you tell me about the prison camp?
Well, it used to be a village until they took control of it.
Also, just
It's
as a
maze
warning,
of
my
paths,
sinuses are
so
pretty
watch out
fucked
for
up.
soldiers on
So,
patrol.
I'll be sure not to stop and
yeah.
say hi.
Sorry about,
Use the
like,
paths
the
carefully,
mucusy
and you should be able to stay out of view.
blech.
Where are they holding Chico?
One of the houses, most likely. You can peek through the doors. Just press the action button when the icon appears. You could also listen.
Alright, next.
Costa Rica has several Costa Rica got its first
Weird that they repeat.
La CIA has taken control of this coffee factory too, all to produce its drugs. It was famous once for its fine beans.
Cafe tal aroma encantado. Enchanting aroma, huh?
See, once we have thrown the mercenaries out of Costa Rica, I know it will make wonderful coffee again. And then you must come and try some, Snake.
Sounds great. I wouldn't mind a cup of joe after all this is over. Oh, wait.
What is wrong?
No, I just remembered this guy I knew who wasn't big on coffee. English.
Oh, zero.
Get rid of that muddy water and get a cup of black tea down your gob, he'd say.
That is too bad for him. It is delicious.
Good old zero.
As I said before, building railroads in Costa Rica was a dangerous job.
Yeah,
A
I
lot of men
fucking
died,
bet.
and sometimes they stopped work altogether.
I
This
fucking
is one of
bet.
those places. They had to cut through steep terrain, so when they finally made it through, they just built the rail terminal right there. And that is why they named it...
El Cadalso. The gallows. Charming. I'm
Ugh.
surprised the construction money didn't dry up the way things were going.
Actually, it did. But the bananas helped complete it. So they say.
You mean the energy the workers got from eating bananas? Oh, I suppose they do have plenty of vitamins and...
No. I meant the money they got to finish it came from exporting bananas.
Oh,
But one thing is for certain. The owners of the railroads expanded into the banana trade after construction was completed. That was the start of banana cultivation in Costa Rica.
I wonder if they're going to talk about the origin of the term Banana Republic. Because this is where it comes from. Oh, why? What are we doing? That was weird.
Amanda, do you know the way to the rail terminal?
Remember the locomotive by the...
Okay, we can skip this. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. Alright, Chico!
The supply staging point is at the eastern...
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, next.
Snake.
As I said before,
Skip this one.
An enemy tank.
The supply...
Skip this one. Snake, it's not over yet? No, it is. It's over. We're done. Goodbye, everybody. I died.
To destroy the barricade
Oh shit, I actually want to listen to this one.
To destroy the barricade north of the village, you'll need Composition 4 explosive. You've handled C4 before, right, Snake?
Yeah. I've been a regular user since the days of C3.
C3. Oh yeah, I
Hey,
remember.
Punisher, what's up?
That
Good to
stuff
see
got
you
brittle
again.
and useless in cold temperatures, so they upgraded. C4's a moldable plastic explosive. It's very stable and won't explode without a special detonator. Light it on fire and all it does is burn.
A lot of American soldiers in Vietnam used to use it as fuel.
Place it near the barricade and move to a safe location. Then hit the detonator button to blow it up.
I'm on it.
I'm doing alright. I'm feeling a little sick. My sinuses are like... I can kind of push through it if I talk very, like, aw. But, like, I want to talk like this all the time because my sinuses are full of mucus. C4 is cool as shit. I mean, it might be COVID. Who the fuck knows? I have no idea. Yeah, we're burning through all the briefing files that I did not do when we
Those
actually
giant
played
footprints
the
near
missions.
terminal. What do you think they were, Cuz?
Because I'm an
Beats
idiot.
me. They're way too big, even for an elephant. Made me think of that basilisco Chico was talking about.
Hope it's not for real.
Same here. If they really do have that kind of weapon,
They
we could
do.
be dealing with
Well,
a
did.
basilisk
I
is
blew it
more
up.
than just looks.
What do you mean?
There's a medieval encyclopedia that describes the basilisk like this. The basilisk is the king of snakes. All snakes fear the basilisk and flee at its sight, lest they be slain by its foul breath.
A snake to take out a snake, huh?
I don't mean to scare you or anything, but it never hurts to be careful.
Will do.
Very funny, cuz.
When the enemy spots you and goes on alert... There's one type of commando you really need to watch out for, and that's the kind toting shotguns. They can take a few hits and still keep charging you. And believe me, you don't want them closing in between those shotgun blasts. When they start charging...
Amanda,
I don't care.
There's a river in the mountains north of the village. You'll see a water pipe running across that's got a walkway you can use as a bridge. I guess they built it to carry water from the hydroelectric plant. To get there, though, you gotta get past the barricade north of the prison.
got it.
El Basilisco supposedly lives in the gorge up there, so be careful you don't get distracted and fall in the river.
The Basilisco.
Not the big monster I saw. I mean, the real Basilisco.
A real one. The legendary king of snakes.
More like a lizard, I guess. It walks on top of the river.
A lizard that walks on water.
Man, you should see it. It's not that big, though. Only about 1 bada long.
Pretty good size for a lizard.
Yeah, but not nearly as big as a dinosaur.
Neat.
So there's a real Basilisco that lives in the river?
I'm only saying I heard stories from people who said they saw it. But I know lots of places to find it in Nicaragua. Do you want to go have a look?
I don't have time for sightseeing.
You don't like lizards?
It's not that. I just think snakes taste better.
Who said anything about taste?
How about you? You like them?
Not that way. They do look kind of like dinosaurs, though. You don't think that's cool?
They're both reptiles, yeah. But there's a big difference size-wise.
I'll bet there are still big ones around somewhere. They say mammals multiplied and ate up their eggs. But they can't all be gone. They've gotta exist somewhere out there.
No, they really don't.
Dinosaur eggs, huh?
And animals are always evolving, right? Maybe they evolved so much, they don't even look like dinosaurs anymore.
Then you can't really call them dinosaurs, can you?
I guess not. Yeah, you're right. Dinosaurs have gotta be big.
Oh, Chico. Poor Chico.
Snake.
Da, 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 da.
Snake. To the north of the village is a bridge that crosses a hydraulic pipe. Though normally the bridge is not used by people, if you slip, you will fall straight to the bottom of the valley. Be careful.
What's a channel doing here?
It is not for irrigation. They are hydroelectric pipes. I wonder if they run into Irasu's crater lake. Normally they would build a reservoir at the bottom of the valley, but it was probably too dangerous. Los Cantos means sword peak.
Yeah, that is one of the reasons why we're doing this, so that I can get the Monster Hunter levels.
You should
Missions.
be able to see across the Irasu mountain range from there. There are not as many big trees at that elevation, and you will probably be well above the mist.
It'll be tough to hide up there.
You're not thinking about the scenery right now, are you?
Not while I'm surrounded by bad guys.
You should have seen it when the country was at peace. I know you would have been impressed.
Well, that'll be our reward for a successful mission. Sound good?
Wonderful. Thank you, Snake. There is an old fort around there.
What is it, boss? You sound upset.
Well, you see, it was built during the Civil War.
Let me guess. Disputes between Costa Rica's
What is
political
peace?
parties
Peace
escalated
is a
into
short
all-out
period of
conflict.
time between wars.
Conflict that cost my grandparents their lives. The most senseless sort of war. Countrymen mindlessly slaughtering their own. That fort is a reminder of that senselessness.
Sadly ironic, given who's occupying it now.
That war was the reason Costa Rica abolished the army. Please, Snake, get them.
Chico says there's a bridge north of the village.
Yes, a narrow one, for crossing the pipe. On the other side of that is the road the trucks use, though it's collapsed in places.
I'll have nowhere to run if they spot me.
They could be blocking the road, too.
Is there another way?
There is a path along the cliff. After you... That fort was built during the Civil War. It seems La Cia's...
Irasu has more than one crater, because he's erupted so many times. I heard most of them filled up with rainwater and became lakes.
Calderas, huh?
Calderas. Yeah, something like that. Hey, I got an idea. When you get to the lake, can you keep an eye out for weird animals for me? People all over the world tell stories about giant monsters living in lakes. Nessie in Loch Ness.
That's true. There are a
Nahuelito in
lot of them,
Argentina,
aren't there?
Ogopogo in Canada. I can hardly keep track of them all. They say that all these sightings prove dinosaurs do still exist.
But crater lakes are isolated. They're not connected to rivers.
Yeah, but do you know Mokele Mumbembe in the Congo River? He can walk on land. So maybe they moved there from some other lake.
Huh. You sure know a lot about UMAs.
There used to be a guy in El Frente who was a hunter. He taught me lots of things. He even said
A hunter,
he once went
huh?
to a place called Isla del Monstruo.
A hunter on Isla del Monstruo.
Someday, I'm gonna be a hunter and catch some rare animals. Right after we restore peace to our land, of
Chico,
course.
you're in the wrong franchise, my friend.
Did you ever hear of the Loch Ness Monster?
Now that
Who
one
the
I
fuck
know.
hasn't?
Pretty much everyone's heard of old Nessie.
Great, so I don't have to explain. I think she's a long-lost dinosaur. Don't you?
Sure. Why not?
One of the compas gave me a book about it, with photos. It looks exactly like the plesiosaur.
Then why does it only live in Loch Ness?
Well, it probably got cut off from the ocean. Back when Loch Ness was part of the ocean, some plesiosaurs became trapped there when the climate changed. There weren't any mammals there, so no natural predators. Today's Nessie is descended from those plesiosaurs.
Then wouldn't it make sense for there to be monsters in other lakes with similar climates?
Exactly. That's why there's been giant monster sightings in a bunch of other places. Like Nahuelito and Ogopogo. I don't know if there's one in Irasu too, but I know there's definitely something living in Lago Cosipolca.
You mentioned the Nahuelito. What is it?
It's a plesiosaur that lives in Lago Nahuel Huapi in Argentina. It's described a little differently, but I'm sure it's basically the same creature as Nessie. Except for one thing.
What?
Well, according to one theory, it's the result of a nuclear test back in the 50s.
What? There's no record of a nuclear test in Argentina in the 50s.
At the time, the president, General Juan Perón, was pushing hard to industrialize the country. I wouldn't be surprised if he conducted a top-secret nuclear test before he was overthrown in a coup.
Sounds a little far-fetched to me.
You think? Then maybe Nahuelito really is a dinosaur.
No, I didn't say that.
I mean, it's really pretty obvious.
Oh my god,
Wait a
Chico.
Thanks for clearing that up, boss.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Dinosaur.
What about the Ogopogo? And what kind of name is that anyway?
Ogopogo's a monster that lives in Okanagan Lake in Canada. I guess it's an Indian name because it's a legend passed down by the Indians.
A legend, huh? Well, then it's probably not.
There's written records of it too. The first one was in 1872, and
Oh,
there's been
Chico.
more sightings since the start of the 20th century. You starting to get into UMAs too, Snake?
Yeah, maybe.
UMA hunting. Now that's a real man's adventure.
Oh,
What do you
Chico.
say, Snake? After Nicaragua's at peace again, you want to go exploring together?
Well, we'll see. Might not be such a bad life.
If only Big Boss really did do that.
Mokele Mumbembe lives in the Congo River. There's nothing mysterious about it, though. It's already been confirmed as a real living dinosaur. The local people know all about it, and when they were shown a drawing of a brontosaurus, every one of them said it was Mokele Mumbembe. When peace returns to Nicaragua, I want to go to the Congo myself.
Well, the revolutionary movement in the Congo ended in failure, you know.
Yeah, I know. I wish we could do something to help, but Africa's awfully far away.
Africa.
Wonder if El Che ever saw Mokele Mumbembe. I wonder if I will.
Well, best to take care of business here before daydreaming about Africa.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Poor Chico. Alright, next. It's the Poopa.
Pass. What was the government thinking, building a power plant at the top of a mountain? With no river to replenish the water, the lake would dry up pretty quick.
If it were an ordinary power plant, but the plan called for a pumped storage power plant.
Pumped storage power plant? Kaz mentioned that too. What is that?
It is a facility that generates electricity by pumping water up to the lake, then letting it run back down.
Huh. Seems Sisyphean to me.
If they turned the water into electricity as soon as they had pumped it up, sure. But a pumped storage plant acts as a kind of battery.
A battery?
For instance, they could pump at night when there is surplus electricity and store it for later use. If they need extra power during the day, they can generate it using water pumped up during the night.
I get it. It's a little more difficult to adjust output with thermal or nuclear plants.
The thing is, Costa Rica won't have enough electricity to meet its needs. Right now, there is no surplus.
Maybe that's what put the brakes on the project. Must have played right into the CIA's hands.
Yeah, these are a thing. Basically, you just pump water uphill when you have surplus electricity from other sources, like wind, solar, whatever else. And then, whenever you need the electricity, all you have to do is open the channels.
Watch out.
It works pretty well. Alright, that's that.
Snake.
We've also confirmed that some of the enemy's special...
Oh yeah, scouts. Whatever.
Are there any large-scale ruins in Costa Rica, Paz?
There is a place east of Cartago called Guajabu. They have ruins there, but they're not especially big.
Not the place I'm thinking of. Any others?
Well, if you go a little way across the border into Nicaragua, there is a place called La Fortaleza de la Inmaculada Concepción. That is the only famous one.
Then what were those ruins I saw from up on Irasu?
There are a lot of things we still do not know about Costa Rica's ancient civilizations. There are giant stone spheres throughout the country. What they were used for is still a mystery.
Oh, I've seen these. There are just big stone spheres in various places. And it's not always super clear why they're there.
The cloud forests cover the central mountainous region of the country. They are perpetually shrouded in fog. You get wet just standing there. It is as if the entire forest is inside a cloud.
Must make for poor visibility.
It does, but beauty too. It is like being lost in some mystical green labyrinth.
I'd rather not get lost, if that's okay.
The forests are also home to lots of rare animals, especially bright-colored frogs. They like the humidity.
You know that butterfly painted on Peacewalker? Any idea what that is?
It is a morpho, a Palladius morpho, if I'm not mistaken.
Pallades morpho.
Uh-huh. It is the most common type of morpho in Costa Rica.
Huh.
It has these gorgeous metallic blue wings that shimmer in the light. You can see them even from a distance.
You mean they reflect light?
Correct. It is called structural color. Morpho scales have tiny bumps on them that interfere with the light and make them look blue. The space between the bumps corresponds to the wavelength of the blue light.
Let me see if I get this. So if you could change the spacing, you'd end up seeing a different color.
That is the principle. I heard somewhere it is being researched as a way to color cloth without dye.
Think of the camouflage you could make with that.
Is that all you can think of?
Hey, it's important. What I don't get is why they'd put a butterfly on Peacewalker.
Maybe because it looks pretty.
I hope that's all it is.
About that.
This area is a tropical cloud forest, continually covered in a thick mist. It is quite a mystical place.
Selva
Because
de
of the
la
mist.
Leche. Forest of milk. I can barely see in front of me.
There you go again. The forest is basically sitting in a cloud, so of course it's going to be hard to see.
Oh my god.
But you know, The Cloud Forest is the only
The last time I
place
went up
many
Skyline
exotic
Drive in
creatures can
Shenandoah,
live.
Well, if they're not edible, I'm not interested.
it was so
Snake,
fucking
I'll have you
foggy.
know people travel from all around the world to witness Costa Rica's unique fauna.
It was hard. That is one of the more dangerous drives that I've ever been on. Going up the mountain road and can't see like 15 feet in front of your fucking face. Oh my god, it was bad.
Snake,
It was so
watch out for the
bad.
frogs.
Why? They bite? Relax. No frog's ever eaten a snake. Although, I've feasted on a few frog's legs myself.
But they are dangerous. They are poisonous.
Poisonous?
Poison dart frogs live up to their name, I assure you. Their poison is so strong. The Indigena use them to make poison-tipped arrows. Some secrete poison through their skin. Even touching them can be dangerous. So don't go petting them or anything.
So, I can't eat one?
I am warning you.
From here on in, you'll be in.
I don't care.
Chico, you know much about cloud forests?
Not that much. All I know is there's a world of difference between a rainy rainforest and a foggy cloud forest. But they have some things in common. Like, for instance, you gotta watch out for poison dart frogs. Both rain and cloud forests have high humidity, so they're perfect environments for frogs and other amphibians. I mean, it's not like just touching a strawberry poison dart frog or a dying dart frog is going to kill you, but don't eat them, no matter how hungry you get.
I can get all the rations I need from Mother Base. No jungle food for me this time.
Seriously? You're not disappointed you don't get to eat wild animals?
What do you think I am?
Just kidding. In Colombia, though, there's a frog.
That's
the
funny.
golden dart frog that's lethal to the touch.
How do you know all this?
Come on. Don't you think poisonous animals are cool?
Not if you get poisoned by one.
Well, obviously. One more thing.
Jesus
When you
Christ,
get to the
Chico.
forest, be on the lookout for Bigfoot.
I think I'll be okay there.
Bigfoot is an ape-man that lives in the Rocky Mountains. In the local Indian language, he's known as Sasquatch. And get this, he's over 3 bara. Can you believe that?
So he's kinda like a gorilla?
Completely different. Even the biggest gorillas only get to about 2 bara, and they walk on their knuckles. Bigfoot's big, and he walks on 2 feet, like people.
So he's more man than ape.
Probably. His ancestors must have split off from humans at some point. Like before they started using tools and stuff.
Yeah, but aren't the Rockies kind of far away from here?
Not that far. According to Darwin, humans came all the way over here from Africa. Plus, there have been sightings in Venezuela of an ape-man called Mono Grande. Costa Rica has tons of plant and animal species. So I'd expect there to be at least one kind of ape-man.
At least.
Look, Punisher, he's just a kid, all right? He's just a kid. Don't kill him. Put the gun down.
Gotta admit, I've never heard of Mono Grande.
Yeah, he's not as famous as Bigfoot. He's similar, but he lives in Venezuela. He's not that big, less than 2 bara, but he's way more ferocious than Bigfoot. Huh. I wonder just how mean he is. Like when he catches his prey, does he punch it to death?
That's the law of the wild. You catch your prey, you kill it, and you eat it.
Yeah. But punching is way more ferocious than biting.
Well, maybe it seems that way because that's what humans do. You really love UMAs, don't you, Chico?
Do you know what I think? I think UMAs should be dangerous. Otherwise, where's the fun in hunting them?
Oh, Chico. Oh my god, there's so many! Shagohod? What? Alright, we'll get to it.
Doc, I'm starting to sense your feelings about nukes are a little different from your colleagues.
How do you mean?
Your little chat with Coldman back there.
I told you my father worked on the Manhattan Project, right? You're familiar with it?
The
Who
basics,
the
yeah.
fuck is
It
it?
was the project that kicked off the nuclear age.
That's right.
The Manhattan
Some of the
Project is
finest
one of
minds
those
the
things
20th
that changed
century,
the course of
including
history
multiple Nobel Prize winners worked on it. They
irrevocably.
spent over $2 billion, and that's in 1940s money. It culminated in the successful nuclear test at Alamogordo on July 16th, 1945.
And the first use in combat a few weeks later. Doc,
I can't walk.
what?
My spine isn't shaped like everybody else's.
What does that have
I
to
can't
do with
move my
anything?
lower body, so I've never taken a single step, not since I was born.
What's that got to do with your dad being in the Manhattan
Yo, what
Project?
the
As a
fuck?
result of his research, my father was exposed to high doses of radiation. It can't be a coincidence that my chromosomes are messed up.
Why didn't you start
That's-
with that?
That's why I didn't want for these nukes to be another sword of Damocles. I wanted to give them a real purpose, to be a deterrent against war.
Doc,
And Coldman, we have to stop him.
What a jackass.
Whatever it takes. August 6th, 1945, Hiroshima. August 9, Nagasaki.
the atom bomb attacks on Japan.
My father was married to his work. I don't have a single memory of going places or doing stuff with him on weekends. But even as a kid, I knew on some level that it was for his family. I respected him. My mother used to tell me all the time, "Your father is a brilliant scientist. He saved countless American boys from death. You should be proud of him."
Yeah,
Mm,
you could say the war ended because of those bombs.
When I
so,
was in the fifth grade,
yeah.
a Japanese student transferred to our class.
It's never
She
that
showed
simple.
me photos of Hiroshima after the bomb. I couldn't believe my eyes. A city of over 350,000 people reduced to a scorch mark on the ground by a single atomic bomb. Houses blown off their foundations, burned to ashes. The only things left standing were the skeletons of steel-framed buildings. And it wasn't just the buildings. Blackened corpses on the side of the road. Survivors covered head to toe in severe burns. Within a few months, over 70,000 had died in Nagasaki, twice that in Hiroshima. For years after that, I couldn't talk to my father. Couldn't even stand to look at his face.
I know how you feel, Doc, but your father's your father.
If he hadn't worked on that project, my body wouldn't be like this. I could be researching something else. I could have lived a normal life. It wasn't so long ago the world stood on the brink of nuclear war.
Just
Atom
over on
bombs
the
are
other side of
bad.
the Caribbean.
I was
I don't know if
17
anybody
at
knew
the
that,
time. I'd
but,
skipped a few grades and was a sophomore at MIT.
Yeah, he's
I
becoming
remember
his... Yes,
feeling
exactly.
kind of apathetic about the news that came in every day.
Huey
It
has a
seemed clear
tragic
to me
life.
that as long as they had a grasp of the concept of nuclear deterrence, there was nothing to fear.
Either that, or they were fanning that fear on purpose.
As a way to secure a bigger defense budget? Huh, I can see that. But if that was their plan, it kind of backfired.
Because it ushered in the era of détente between East and West.
Coldman's really gonna do it this time. Once the nuclear genie is out of the bottle, the yoke of deterrence is going to be meaningless. People will die. Cities will burn.
Yeah, Huey
We
is a
have
huge
to stop
hypocrite.
him now before it's too late to turn back.
We'll learn more about that in Phantom Pain for anybody that hasn't played these games.
So you've been doing nuclear research your whole life?
No, not really. At first, I wanted to be an aerospace engineer. For me, the Sputnik launch was a good shock, not a bad one. I thought the age when science was used for war was over, and that a glorious age
Yeah,
of
right.
space exploration was dawning. The year I skipped ahead and got into MIT, Gagarin went into orbit, which made me more excited than ever. Of course, even back then, I knew the space race was just another facet of the Cold War.
Moscow had a leg up on us, and we were desperate to catch up.
I know. But for me, it was a happy time. I joined NASA, got to do the kind of research I loved. Our nation's prestige hinged on
I would
our
love
work.
to work for
They
NASA.
gave us whatever resources we asked for.
That's the
I
dream.
knew you could turn a rocket into an ICBM by fitting it with a nuclear warhead, but that didn't bother me so much. It didn't last long, though. The space and nuclear arms races took up enormous sums of money. America beat Russia to the moon, But that's where it ended.
Then came detente.
Exactly. NASA's budget was slashed as a result. My father being a nuclear expert and all, they put me to work on a more obvious deterrent. Missiles. At NASA, I'd been researching a locomotion system for lunar exploration. Tires aren't suited to driving around on the moon, you know. And that's how I caught Coldman's eye. The aim of the Peacewalker project is to achieve robust nuclear deterrence across Central America by deploying a new nuclear weapon system along the Caribbean coast. Peacewalker is also the name of the system itself.
A nuclear weapon named Peace. I can just see the look on Kaz's face. So why exactly does this new system need legs in the first place?
Because it's a walker, an unmanned weapon moving under its own power and capable of launching a deterrent strike from anywhere. That's the whole idea behind Peacewalker. The reason Peacewalker is a mobile nuclear weapon system is to maximize its potential as a nuclear deterrent.
How so?
If need be, Peacewalker can stay constantly on the move so that the adversary can't pinpoint its position. That allows it to avoid preemptive enemy strikes.
So you're saying it keeps the retaliation card in play?
Coldman likes to brag about it in this way.
Like a land-based version of an SSBN.
And there's another reason for them to be mobile. Peacewalker also has a self-destruct function.
Yeah, it is a doomsday device, basically. Peacewalker's whole deal is, if you launch at us, we are 100% guaranteed to hit back.
Why would Peacewalker need a self-destruct function?
You saw it, didn't you, Snake? That sphere on Peacewalker's head?
Yeah.
That's a hydrogen bomb.
What? You're telling me that thing's a thermonuclear device?
Why?
Do you have any idea what kind of destruction that thing would cause?
I know, it's crazy. I mean, even overkill has its limits. If it's strategic value they want, they could have gone with something smaller.
That's stupid!
It's like they want a weapon on par with Russia's Tsar Bomba.
This arms race is running way out of control.
It's an evolutionary dead end. A saber-toothed tiger. You can't load a warhead that big on a missile, of course. And no strategic bomber could carry it. That's where Peacewalker comes in.
So, it waltzes into enemy territory carrying a hydrogen bomb and blows itself up. Christ.
I've never listened to these tapes when I played this game years ago. Only the ones I needed to listen to unlock missions. The fact that the sphere is a hydrogen bomb is one of the dumbest things Kojima has ever come up with. That is absurd. What the fuck were they thinking?
The biggest nuclear warhead ever actually detonated was the Soviet RDS-220, nicknamed Tsar Bomba. It had an estimated yield of 57 megatons, 10 times as much power as all the explosives used throughout World War II. The test took place on October 30th,
Yeah, Tsar Bomba
1961,
was fucking insane.
above Novaya Zemlya.
The fact that they
explosion is
even
believed
set
to
that
have
thing
created a
off is
fireball
insane.
Over 2 miles in diameter. Can you believe that? Like a miniature sun. The explosion was seen as far off as Finland, 600 miles away. And some people even reported windows shattering. The shock wave traveled 3 times around the Earth.
3 times?
Peacewalker is armed with a massive hydrogen bomb, even more destructive than Tsar Bomba. It can sneak into enemy territory, lie low, and in the event of an enemy nuclear strike, detonate itself in retaliation.
This is so
And the
dumb.
locomotion system that lets it do that? My research. Snake, those legs were supposed to make my dream come true. Now they're about to jump the fence of nuclear deterrence. You have to stop them. I'll apply all my energy into developing weapons and equipment to help you do it.
Sounds like a deal.
The fact that the Soviets even detonated Tsar Bomba is like completely insane. There was just no reason to do it. Like, What did they achieve by detonating such a ridiculously large nuke? It's just kind of silly, you know?
What made you put an AI into Peacewalker?
Well, for one thing, because it can't be manned. Peacewalker's designed to enter enemy territory and blow itself up, if necessary. You can't put a person inside a weapon that could blow at any time, can you? So we equipped it with an AI instead.
Oh, that is true, Punisher.
Strangely humane of you.
And besides, Peacewalker was designed as a bipedal weapon system. You can't imagine how hard it shakes when it walks. It'd turn a man into mush. Plus, when launching a nuclear missile, it has to perform ballistic calculations in real time. See? Because it's always moving.
Hold on. If that's all it does, then a high-performance computer ought to do the job. It doesn't need intelligence.
That's a very good point, Snake. Which brings me to the real reason. Peacewalker needs AI to make decisions regarding nuclear retaliation. It's what ensures perfectly mutual assured destruction.
I've heard all this before. You want a war between machines?
We'd never actually launched the first nuke, of course. It's strictly a counterattack system. Only a politician could make such an illogical decision as starting a nuclear war. Conversely,
I mean, he's right.
if an adversary
But also a
launches
lot
nuke
of
at us,
generals.
the AI will not fail to retaliate. Therefore, the adversary can't launch. The AI guarantees it.
Even so, launching nukes without authorization?
Boomer captains have the authority to launch if land communications are cut off. It's the same principle.
Not even
Not
the captain
anymore.
of a boomer can make that decision alone. The way I heard it, that's the only situation where insubordination is allowed.
Only because humans are imperfect. That's Coldman's line of thinking.
You're saying that machines don't make mistakes? That's a myth. Worse than that, it's blind faith.
We wouldn't put our fate, into the hands of any ordinary machine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what the AI is for. The decision to launch a retaliatory
problem
strike requires
is that
high-level
machines
judgment.
fuck up.
You have to take into account not
Just
only
like
the state
people
of the
do.
war, but the entire world. And sometimes, you need to make a guess based on incomplete information.
Huh. You think an AI can do all that?
Yeah. At least Dr. Strangelove does.
The whole idea of Peacewalker is just completely fucking insane. Like, just from start to finish, it's completely insane.
Peacewalker is fitted with several close-range weapons.
Oh, wait. I will be right back. My mother just got home, and she brought me a chocolate banana smoothie. So, give me 5 minutes. Alright, I am back. Give me just a second. I have to, send something on my phone. It'll only take a minute. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Where is... there it is. Do 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 do. Did it save? It did. Okay. Bah. Alright. I took a mucus DM, and I also have a smoothie now. So we're gonna... Whoa, 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 whoa. Head. Hold on. I gotta close VTube Studio and reopen it. I'll hit the button for this while we wait for that.
Peacewalker is fitted with several close-range weapons. We'd also planned for it to be able to enter enemy territory and self-detonate.
Wonderful. What exactly are we dealing with here?
Well, the flamethrowers for one thing. One in the front and one in the rear. Then there are the S-mines. They're like cluster bombs. It scatters them from its leg hatches. If you see those open, you better clear out quickly. And finally, the rockets. These can travel quite a distance, so stay sharp. On the other hand, it can't fire them from too close. But then again, there are those flamethrowers. It can also use its legs as weapons against any infantry on the ground.
Ouch.
But remember, Peacewalker technically isn't complete. With just the reptile pod, it can only perform relatively simple maneuvers. They've got certain quirks, too. What's more, look carefully, and you should be able to predict which attack is coming next.
Okay, but why does Peacewalker need to walk on 2 legs? I'd think treads would be good enough.
You'd be wrong. As you know, the terrain in Central America is rugged and complex, especially along the Caribbean coast of Costa Rica. You've got jungles, swamps, mountains, and the only way to get across all that terrain, no matter how rugged, is on legs.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be tough to cross a swamp, even on legs?
It wasn't easy, that's for sure. The reason we picked Costa Rica as a proving ground is because we can test it on every type of terrain.
Uh-huh.
This Peacewalker project the CIA's talking about. You believed in it, huh?
Yeah, I believed. Actually, maybe I just wanted to believe.
What do you mean?
Here's how Coldman explained it. Peacewalker's a weapon for peace. One to ensure true nuclear deterrence. It'd be the anchor to bring stability to Central America. He told me, the nuclear weapon system you've built will never be used. It will forever stand vigil as an icon of peace. And to achieve that, he needed my bipedal locomotion technology. To be honest, I was flattered.
Flattered?
Wouldn't you be? My colleagues in the scientific community have never taken me seriously. They told me bipedal locomotion was a pipe dream, that it'd never amount to anything.
Your colleagues are
It was the
fucking
first time
stupid,
anybody
Huey.
recognized my work. How could I
Bipedal
not be
motion is a
happy?
huge deal.
And besides, it was my chance to surpass my father. To create nukes for peace. Or so I thought anyway.
But Coldman's really going through with it.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense, really. No one would give the project any notice unless they could prove that an unmanned system is capable of launching a nuke.
Why is Coldman going to launch a nuke? If all he wants to do is prove the AI retaliation system works, he doesn't need to put a live warhead on it.
I agree. He could demonstrate the system by launching the missile alone, without a warhead. I asked him the same thing at first. He said there was no point in using a dummy missile. That it'd take an actual nuclear launch to deter potential enemies. Launching the real deal gives him a leg up in negotiations with Langley. That's what he's really after.
What an idiot.
I based the bipedal locomotion technology used in Peacewalker on Soviet research. Actually, I'll be honest with you. I stole most of the basic ideas behind it.
Oh, really?
Soviet? Bipedal? You mean Granin?
You know him?
Yeah. I met him at his lab in Russia. He helped me out a little bit.
You met him? What were you...
He was head of the Granin Design Bureau, creator of countless Soviet weapons.
I'd hit a wall in my research at the time. Granin's ideas solved nearly all my problems.
There's nothing unusual about using somebody else's work to further your own research, is there?
As long as you cite it, yeah. But I wasn't in a position to do that. His research was classified at the highest level. Soviet research, no less.
So, you used it without telling anybody?
I wanted to show up my colleagues for once. The ones who never took me seriously. But
Oh, Huey.
reap what you sow. Coldman seized on that vulnerability. Told me if I quit the project, he'd expose my larceny.
He had you by the balls, Doc. How'd you get your hands on Granin's research?
That was also Coldman. He used his agency contacts to get a hold of it.
Giving you stolen information, then using it to blackmail you. Damn.
I
That's
knew it
pretty
was
good.
Gronen's work the minute I saw it. See,
That's pretty
I've
good
been
blackmail.
corresponding
That's
with
good
him for
shit.
a while.
Corresponding.
Letters. Between scientists doing the same kind of research. He always complained that nobody understood his ideas on bipedal locomotion.
Ah, so you're the American friend he was talking about.
Obviously, he didn't write a word about the technology in his letters, except for one time. If by chance anything should happen to me, I entrust my research to you. Better that than handing it over to these ignorant so-called scientists.
Sounds like him, all right.
Yep.
Then one day, his papers actually came. It wasn't hard for me to imagine what had happened to him. I felt it was my duty to carry on his work after him. And also,
What?
I thought maybe combining his technology with mine could be a way to bring East and West together, like the docking of Apollo and Soyuz.
It'll never make the history books. And it's still not a reason to plagiarize.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I never had the courage to tell the truth, that's all. I always looked for excuses to cover it up.
Until now.
Huh?
You told me everything. You're no longer a coward.
About that.
Metal
Huey's a piece of
Gear.
shit. That's all I'll say.
What about it?
You mumbled that when I first explained about Peacewalker. I'm curious what it meant.
Exactly what it says. Metal Gear. Gronin coined the term.
Gronin did?
He thought of his technology as the metal gear that meshes infantry with artillery.
I like the sound of that. Metal Gear. It's got a nice ring to it. Better than an outright lie like Peacewalker, anyway.
Those papers the CIA gave you, was there any data on the Shagohod in there?
Shagohod?
A nuclear tank that launches IRBMs. It competed against Gronin's system for approval.
Oh, the thing with the rockets. Designed by a guy named Sokolov, right?
What's so funny?
No, I was just remembering some of the commentary Gronin added to the Shagohod papers. You should have seen the way he badmouthed it. It was too conservative, too ugly.
I can imagine.
He was so angry when he wrote that, he smeared up the ink. And you know how shoddy the paper is over there to begin with.
I'll bet. That's Gronin, all right.
Imagine accelerating the launcher itself to 300 miles an hour to extend the range of an IRBM. As stupid as it sounds, it's a hell of a concept. Who but the Soviets would think of using a tank as the first stage of a rocket? I actually took a cue from the Shagohod when I developed the Pupa.
That
Yummy.
hovercraft thing? You stole that one, too?
Give me a little credit. I only borrowed the concept. The technology is original. As it turned out, hover technology wasn't enough to handle all the terrain in Central America. It relied too much on brute force.
But the Shagohod was a major threat. That thing could corner like you wouldn't believe. Built pretty tough, too.
You sure know a lot about it.
It almost did me in. I couldn't forget it if I tried.
Did you in? So you were the one who took it down. Wow! You really are amazing.
I didn't do it alone.
No, seriously, thank you. We might not be here today if they'd begun mass-producing that thing. Then again, they're hard at work now miniaturizing nuclear warheads. Pretty soon they won't even need an accelerated launcher like the Shagohod.
Great. That means they're that much closer to being able to launch from anywhere in the world.
Yep.
Chico called Peacewalker the Basilisco.
Basilisco? Oh, right, Spanish. That's funny. I once used the codename Basilisk for the Peacewalker platform myself.
What for?
The class of lizards called basilisks can walk atop any type of terrain. In a pinch, they can even stand up on two legs and run across water. Perfect name for a system that can walk anywhere in Central America, right? Plus, there are the legends.
What legends?
The basilisks of legend were highly venomous creatures. There's a story told by the ancient Romans. A knight slew a basilisk by piercing it with his spear. The creature's poison seeped up the spear and killed both horse and rider. Remind you of anything, Snake?
Nuclear deterrence.
Bingo. Kill it and you die along with it. Your hands are bound. I wanted Peacewalker to be like that.
You should know that people aren't that rational. Sometimes people do things that don't make sense,
Yeah, no shit.
even when they know they're going to die. Or maybe it's because of that.
Maybe you're right. But that's exactly what I don't understand.
So this Dr. Strangelove was at NASA,
Yeah. Well, actually, Strangelove left for DARPA not long after I joined.
and then the
I
two
can't
of you
imagine
ended up
why.
back together doing research in Costa Rica.
Not exactly together. We coordinated on a few things, but the research projects themselves were separate from each other. We had it worked out so that Dr. Strangelove handled the mammal pod, Peacewalker's cerebrum, while I did the rest.
That letter, something to do with your research?
Huh? No, it's yeah, it's a report. Research findings.
Research findings? Anything in there we could use against Peacewalker?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Just don't read it, okay? Promise me you won't?
Oh, Huey. You stupid bastard.
Snake.
Catarata de la Muerte means waterfall of death.
Huh. How cheerful.
I am sure it will be no problem for you, Snake. Especially compared to all the dire situations you've faced in the past.
Yeah, easy to say now. We'll see what really happens.
Sorry. Still, you have surprised me. Everything they say about the legend is true.
I'm neither hero nor legend. But for some reason, I don't mind you calling me that.
Thanks.
Don't.
Da 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 da. Chico. Alright.
Selva de la Muerte, huh? Forest of Death. Wouldn't want to get lost here.
Sure wouldn't. But do not worry. I will be your guide.
Happy to hear it.
By the way, Snake, you know much about sloths?
Just the name.
They are amazing. Sloths spend almost all of their lives up in the trees, except for when they have to go to the bathroom. Plus, they barely eat a thing.
What? How do they survive?
Why do you think they are called sloths? They hardly move, so they hardly burn any energy. They are also able to maintain a low body temperature, lowering their metabolism further and allowing them to survive on very little.
Wouldn't that make it easier for them to get picked off by predators?
They stick to the trees, helping them blend in and stay out of sight. They say there are even some sloths that grow moss when they reach a certain age, like some sort of fairy tale
Sloths are
forest
also
hermit, huh?
fucking
I
scary.
knew a great old sniper once. Guess he was even more in tune with nature than I thought.
Old sniper? What are you talking about? La Ruinas de Xochiquetzal will be around there.
They're
They
vicious
have not been
fuckers.
restored at all, so they may well be covered in plants.
Xochiquetzal.
An Aztec goddess of fertility and beauty.
Hey.
They say she was always accompanied by birds and butterflies.
Ooh.
One theory states she was the mother of the god known as Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl.
The Quetzal is said to be an incarnation of Quetzalcoatl, hence its name.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this place definitely matches the atmosphere of a cloud forest.
Now, it may have seen better days, but that is still a temple, so be sure to show respect when you're inside.
If the mood strikes me.
Well, you've got no one to blame but yourself if Xochiquetzal strikes you down.
Damn it. Blah 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 blah. Okay.
You can steal items from scout.
not know if I recall such large ruins being there.
Well, didn't you say there's a lot we don't know about Costa Rica's ancient civilizations? You talked about some giant stone balls, too. What are
There's
those?
something about the way he says
Stone spheres of
balls.
Costa Rica? They are an assortment of giant spheres carved from stone that were discovered in the jungles of Costa Rica about 50 years ago.
Balls.
What's so special about that?
What if I told you some of them are nearly perfect spheres, and that they were carved out of granite, which is quite a hard substance?
Could be good for laying a trap. And if they're spherical, they roll easily, too.
Snake!
Hey, Diane. What's up?
Snake.
Blah, 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 blah. Don't care. All right, Chico. What do you got?
Did you see a quetzal snake?
Yep.
What do you think? Did it look like a snake?
Huh? No, it didn't look like a
It's a
snake.
bird.
Oh, really? Must be different from the Quetzalcoatl then.
Quetzalcoatl.
A winged snake from the Mayan and Aztec legend.
A winged snake.
Weird, right? I bet it's UMA. Amanda and everybody says Quetzalcoatl is a quetzal in the form of a god. But there's no way anybody mistake a snake for a bird. I think the legend of Quetzalcoatl came first. Somebody saw it and adopted it as their god before they saw the quetzal.
Have you considered that
After
maybe a
that,
bird just
somebody
picked
saw
up
bird
a
that looked like
snake
the
and
image
flew
of the
off with
god,
it?
and so they named it Quetzal.
You mean it happened the other way around?
Well, if you ask me, the Quetzalcoatl was probably a pterosaur that survived. I mean, it's got wings and it's a reptile, so it probably looks kind of like a snake, right?
It has
Pterosaurs
legs.
live on in Africa even today. They're called the Congamato and the Elitziao. So it makes sense that there'd be pterosaurs on the American continent too, and that they survived until the Mayan and Aztec eras.
Well, lucky for us, they're not still around today.
Who says they aren't? The dinosaurs supposedly died out 65 million years ago, and the Aztec civilization only rose about 600 years ago. If they managed to survive 65 million years, surely they couldn't be wiped out in 600.
I know he's just a kid, but... God, he's stupid.
Pterosaurs survive today in the African countries of Cameroon and Congo. Each tribe calls them by a different name, like Congamato or Litziao.
There sure are a lot of dinosaurs running around the Congo.
Well, a lot of the land hasn't been settled by humans yet. They've survived all this time, just undiscovered by man. But they're finding fossils in America too. This one they found 3 years ago in Texas had a wingspan of more than 12 meters. If I saw a gigantic pterosaur like that, I'd probably call it a god too. Yup, I'm sure that's what the Quetzalcoatl really is.
Oh, Chico. Whoops. Okay.
That was some escape you made from Strangelove's lab.
Security inside was not so tight. The door to my room was locked from the outside, of course, but she took off the blindfold at bath time, so she could wash my hair.
Pretty luxurious treatment for a prisoner.
Wasn't it? She wouldn't undo the handcuffs, but she washed my body for me instead, and with such gentle care.
Why'd you run away? Didn't she say you could go home in a month? If your escape attempt failed, you'd be in greater danger than before.
I was supposed to be giving a presentation on the distribution of Costa Rican bird species at a conference. The date was approaching quickly. So, I pretended I had to use the toilet and made my escape. I found an ID card and searched everywhere for my equipment and my tape. But a soldier saw me. It was a miracle I managed to get away. There was no time to find the tape. I do not care about the conference. I am lucky enough to still be in one piece.
You bounce back quick.
You don't?
Not sure. I try not to dwell too much on the past, but...
Then don't. There is no point. I'm so glad to be out of there. I never felt safe, you know?
Tell me about it.
Well, I think she's interested in women. And I think she took a fancy to me.
Oh, you think?
Well, that's,
Besides, it is much nicer here.
Was it just the two women in the lab?
Most of the time, oui.
And one of them, you only heard her voice, right?
Yes, that is correct. Such a wonderful voice. It sent chills up my spine.
What was the other woman like?
Ah, don't even think about it. She has not the slightest interest in men.
No, it's part of my mission to...
Only teasing. Let me think. I believe she was in her 30s. Pretty, with a good sense of style, but austere in her tastes. A very unusual woman.
And she was doing research on AI.
AI?
Let's go over this one more time. First,
Yeah, I don't care. Alright, birds.
Let me get this straight. You were in Costa Rica as a bird watcher?
Yes, I was. Not for pleasure, though. I am a researcher, after all. I am studying the distribution of Latin American bird species. With today's compact cassette tape recorders, even a woman like me can carry her recording equipment by herself. But it was a mistake to come alone.
Even so, there sure are a lot of wild birds in Costa Rica.
Aren't there? Over 800 different species. Said to be more than 10% of all living bird species on Earth.
Damn!
How many can you name, Mr. Ornithologist?
Hey, I was just trying not to scare you.
You should at least have a basic knowledge of Costa Rica. How about this? I will give you a thorough education, Mr. First-Time Ornithologist.
Okay. Start by telling me about the Quetzal. Cecile, what's that machine you said you used to make those recordings of yours? Cassette, something or other.
A cassette recorder, or a cassette denske, as they say in Japan.
Yeah, that. What is that thing anyway?
A portable recording device released last year by a Japanese
Oh my
company,
god, this is one of those
Sony.
tapes.
It uses compact cassettes, making it far lighter than open-reel machines. It still weighs 5 kilograms, but the exercise won't kill me.
Ha!
It is user-friendly, too. All the buttons have markings on
Diane,
them,
that's the wrong
allowing
language.
you to operate it without looking at it. Can you imagine missing the shot of a lifetime simply because you blinked?
Oh, that would be devastating. But where'd they come up with Densuke? Sounds like a Japanese name.
Allow me to field that one.
Kaz?
Densuke is a nickname that comes from the name of an old manga character.
Was he some recording nerd too?
Hi, Vague.
Don't give me that. Recording atmospheric noises is an exhilarating art. There's nothing like capturing the real world in action on tape. It's just like taking pictures with a camera.
Which Metal Gear
only
Solid
with
is
a
this? All of
microphone
them.
instead of a viewfinder.
It's all of, we're playing all of them
Listen to a tape with your eyes closed.
at the same
and the
time.
scene just bursts to life in your mind's eye. Tell him, Cecile.
Absolutely. When I listen to the sounds of the birds in my apartment, it is like I am back in the forest where I recorded them.
See? She's a Parisienne. She knows what's chic.
If you say so.
And what do you like to record, Monsieur Miller?
Me? Steam locomotives, no question. The roar of the engine, the throaty steam whistle. More animal than machine. Don't get me started. Steam locomotives are a dying breed in Japan.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't mind going back for a bit and making some new tapes
Kaz
while I
has the
still
steam autism. Or the train
You are less
autism.
civilized than I thought.
can. Less civilized?
I detest those beasts. The noise frightens off all the birds. Then there is the smoke. I much prefer the peace and quiet of the forest.
Cecile, wait. That came out wrong.
Sure it did.
All right. What do you want to know about Quetzals?
Give me the basics. Something that'll help me find one.
Okay then. First of all, as I'm sure you remember, the Quetzal's wings and back are emerald green, a dazzling blend of viridian fading into blue. Its belly is brilliant red, and its tail feathers are white. Such a gorgeous bird. Also, the male has 2 long decorative feathers, but only during breeding season.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Among
look up a
birds,
picture of a quetzal.
males are usually more beautiful than females.
Like a peacock's tail.
Yes, just like that. It is interesting to note that while their bodies are only 40 centimeters long, many quetzals reach over a meter in length when you include their decorative plumage. Quetzals typically build their nests by making holes in dead trees with their beaks, about 3 to 4 meters above the ground. They are omnivorous and eat everything from nuts to lizards.
Where can I find one?
Their habitat stretches across the entire tropical cloud forest.
She is
You may
speaking
end
English,
up having
right?
to
Yes.
rely on its song to find one.
Good
She
to
is.
know.
I will do an imitation. Listen closely.
Hey, not bad.
Shall I do a chicken next? Cluck, cluck, cluck.
This is what they look like.
No thanks. That's enough.
Are you sure? How about a monkey?
Yeah, don't need that either.
They're very pretty birds.
All right then.
Look at this fucker. That's a pretty bird. Oh, that's not what I wanted. 1 second. Okay.
Costa Rica is the home to many hummingbirds as well. The people here call them colibri.
Colibri, huh?
Do you have trouble with
Hummingbirds
French
are the
accents,
world's
Diane?
smallest birds. Although they can vary from species to species, most are around 10 centimeters in length, and the smallest, no more than 5. It is amazing to think that something so small can still be a fully developed bird.
Hummingbirds are very small.
I think a bird that tiny would get mistaken for a bug.
Actually, they are often mistaken for sphinx moths. The little darlings feed on flower nectar, and their beaks are long and thin to help them drink up the nectar. They beat their wings far faster than any other bird. The smallest ones over 70 times a second. Can you imagine?
What for?
They hover in midair while they suck their nectar. They can even fly straight backwards.
Hovering. Like a helicopter. That's why Amanda and her unit called that chopper Colibri.
I think it is an insult to the birds to give their names to weapons. Don't you?
Don't ask me. Ask the birds how they feel about it.
Have you ever heard of the mannequins?
Never.
Unbelievable! You came all the way to Costa Rica and you've never even heard of them?
I didn't come here to look at...
Mannequins are known for their beautiful courtship dances.
Oh,
The
I've seen
orange-colored
these
mannequin
birds.
is said to live on the Pacific side, the white-bearded mannequin on the Caribbean
I have
side,
seen pictures of the
and
mannequins.
the long-tailed mannequin is in the central basin.
Some of them, anyway.
The long-tailed mannequins are especially distinctive.
What's special about them?
First, each young male picks an older male to teach him how to dance. Then, teachers and pupils all get in a group and dance for the females. However, only the teachers get paired off with females. The pupils practice their technique for 7 years before striking out on their own and finding their own pupils.
I guess it takes time to get good at anything. Whether it's dancing or soldiering.
Mannequins always have plenty to eat. Apparently, that is why they have so much free time to practice dancing.
Unlike us, obviously.
Another well-known bird of the cloud forest is the three-wattled bellbird.
Waddled? What the hell's a waddle?
It is just like your beard, Snake.
What?
It is a piece of flesh that hangs down from its chin. Kind of like whiskers, but not made of hair.
A hanging piece of flesh.
Oui, and it only grows on males.
Nothing more important to a man than his beard. So, these birds are in the cloud forest too.
They are normally found in the lowland rainforests. but they migrate into the highland cloud forests during breeding season. What the three-wattled bellbird is best known for, though, is its loud call. It makes these metallic bong and ding sounds, hence the name bellbird. It hardly sounds like a bird at all. Even an expert bird caller like me cannot do it justice.
Oh, doesn't sound like I'll be mistaking it for a quetzal.
Do you know the national bird of Costa Rica? Honestly, and you call yourself an ornithologist? The national bird of Costa Rica is the clay-colored robin. It's a plain-looking brown bird found throughout the country.
Why'd they make it the national bird then? Are there all kinds of better-looking birds like the quetzal?
Ah, the clay-colored robin has the most exquisite song. And I think it is part of the Costa Rican national character to choose a bird everyone knows and loves over prettier ones.
Somehow these people don't strike me as being very Latin.
Speaking as an ornithologist, I am rather happy with that choice. Not all birds have to be pretty. Oh, and just so you know, the quetzal is the national bird of Guatemala. The scarlet macaw and the great green macaw are also representative birds of Costa Rica. Macaws are a type of parrot, enormous, stately birds.
Macaw. I think I've heard that name somewhere before.
But of course you have. You are an ornithologist, no?
Stop it.
So, tell me, where do macaws live in Costa Rica today?
Oh, come on now.
I am only teasing you. Macaws live not in the cloud forests, but in the rainforests on the Pacific side of Costa Rica. In the past, they were a common sight all across the country. But lately, the population has decreased dramatically. One possible cause is the pesticide sprayed to facilitate large-scale banana cultivation.
Oh, that's a shame.
Evicted from their own land, huh?
Thankfully, conservation efforts have been gaining some momentum lately.
Okay.
Snake.
God, there are so many of these fucking tapes.
Apparently,
I don't care.
El col-
Being an unmanned vehicle, the Chrysalis can perform extreme G-force maneuvers that standard aircraft can't. It'll be difficult to counterattack once it's coming at you. I should mention that it's also equipped with a railgun.
What?
A weapon that fires rounds using electromagnetic force in lieu of gunpowder.
Wait, an electric weapon?
Not exactly. The rounds themselves are conventional shells. It creates force by running an electric current through a magnetic field. Fleming's left-hand rule. Didn't they teach you that at school?
Not at mine.
Oh. Anyway, as the railgun uses electromagnetic force, it needs to charge before firing. Once you see it starting to charge, take immediate evasive action. Also, as with the pupa, destroying the AI will put the unit out of commission. Do enough damage and it'll have to land. Use that opportunity to get in the AI pod. Wait too long and it'll start to repair itself. Be sure to shoot the hatch the moment it lands.
I think I can handle that.
I don't even really know what Fleming's left-handed rule is.
Snake.
I don't remember that.
So tell me, what do they mine around here?
Gold, if I am not mistaken.
Gold? No kidding. I wonder what would be the fastest way to...
I do not know how much success they have had. You do not hear of anyone still operating mines around here.
Oh.
Generally speaking, people here are not too thrilled with outside capital coming in and taking away the country's natural resources.
Yeah,
4
that
years
checks
ago,
out.
a group of protesters hurled stones at the Parliament building when people found out the country had been bestowing mining rights to foreign companies.
I remember
Yeah, I don't care.
A base disguised as a mine? We never made it that far. I don't know what kind of place it is, but you better be careful, just in case.
I plan to.
I've heard that the American army keeps dead alien bodies and UFOs in secret
Fucking
bases.
god, Chico.
Aliens.
There are billions of stars in space. You've got to think that at least a few have civilizations more advanced than ours. I'll bet they visit Earth in UFOs. In 1947, the Army actually announced that they had caught a flying disc-shaped object near Roswell, New Mexico. Maybe you don't know about it, but those Army guys, they all know.
Oh, you don't say.
Anyway, there's no telling what kind of mystery weapons they might have stashed up there. Watch your back.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, UFOs are connected to cattle mutilations.
Cattle mutations.
No, not mutations, mutilations. It's a word I'd never heard before. People have been reporting their livestock dying in mysterious ways near the same places where UFOs have been sighted.
This was
the bodies
actually
are
the
blood,
CIA,
and the eyeballs and
I
sexual organs
think.
are gouged out.
Wow, when you leave a corpse cut open in a field somewhere, the ground soaks up the blood.
Yeah, but supposedly these cows weren't cut up by any man-made means.
Maybe maggots got to them.
In some cases, they detected radiation.
Radiation.
Even in our own town, we had goats that died in strange ways. Some said they saw a monster. A lizard on 2 legs covered in spines from its head all the way down his back. I wonder if that's what the aliens look like. Or if it was some pet they brought with them.
Either way, doesn't sound like a very advanced civilization to me.
Well, if you see one, tell it I said hi.
Sure, if it speaks human.
Yeah, I might be misremembering, but I feel like a lot of the cow mutilation stories turned out to be the government running tests on livestock for like exposures to radiations and other things. But I don't remember the
UFOs
details.
kidnap people too. You know, alien abductions. You've heard of the Hill abduction, right? That couple back in the 60s? So when I first saw the Colibri, I thought it was a UFO.
The Fulton recovery.
I know those guys are working with the aliens, even if they wouldn't let me see them.
Well, you better not get caught again, or they'll be experimenting on you.
I'd take that over torture. What do you think they look like? Completely bald, maybe, with gray skin and big black eyes? Or maybe they're 4 vara tall and wear skirts?
I kind of doubt it. I'll give you one thing, though. I've never seen anything move like that. Maybe the CIA really did make contact.
You see? It's true!
Oh, Chico.
You want to know something? I once met an alien cat.
An alien cat?
Yep, it was dark out, so I couldn't see too well. But it was a cat with a huge long tail. Its eyes shined in the dark, too.
Most cats' eyes do.
At first, I thought it was a regular cat. But then, it started talking to me. Inside my head.
Inside your head?
He said his name was Altargoso El Baki Muñudad. He'd come to Earth from the Andromeda Galaxy to check out Earth's nuclear weapons.
The Andromeda Galaxy? Mankind's barely made it to the moon. We couldn't possibly launch nukes that far.
El Baki said he was watching over us to make sure we don't destroy ourselves with nukes.
Wouldn't
until
that
the
be
day
nice?
we humans are ready to join the Space Federation.
It's a shame. This is supposed to be the era of détente, and still we've got people pulling stunts like bringing nukes into peaceful countries. If something ever went wrong and set off a chain reaction of retaliation.
I know. This planet could destroy itself at any time.
Isn't it great? Isn't it great how we live in a world where we could just end the whole world at any time?
Take a look.
Blah, blah, blah.
Snake.
Alright, we're slowly getting there. Whoops.
That is it.
I don't care.
During development, I had trouble figuring out how to handle the cocoon's excess heat. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but the radiators are most likely its weakest points. They're not heavily armored, as heat wasn't dissipating properly.
Where are they?
There are multiple radiators on the upper and lower sections. Just look for the exhaust fumes. Only thing is, the upper radiators typically aren't exposed. You should probably shoot for the lower ones first. You could move under its...
Enemy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Snake.
Any word?
Whoops.
Snake.
Enemy.
Peacewalkers.
All right, we're getting there. We're almost done.
Be careful.
We're almost done with this misery.
Peacewalker contains an assembly...
Yep. Uh-huh.
We call it the reptile pod for a reason. The parts of our brains that govern basic life and reflex developed ages ago, when our ancestors were still reptiles.
We were reptiles?
Well, only at one stage of our evolution. The theory was proposed by the neuroscientist Paul MacLean.
Huh.
The reptile brain corresponds to the brainstem and basal ganglia in our brain. The reptile pod also incorporates the functions of the cerebellum.
So basically, it's the deep parts of the brain.
Dr. Strangelove came up with the name.
Okay.
The part of our brain that developed after we became mammals is responsible for high-level brain functions,
Such as?
such as intelligence, judgment.
Snake.
I'm tired.
The river that flows between Nicaragua and Costa Rica is el Río San Juan. It connects Lago Cocibolca to el Mar Caribe. It is a gentle river, safe even for small boats. You have to watch out for the sharks, though.
Sharks? In a river?
El Tiburón Toro live in the river, but there's nothing to fear. San Juan will protect you always.
Juan?
The Rio San Juan takes its name from San Juan, the man who baptized Jesus, the man you call John the Baptist in your country.
Oh.
John, huh? I'll be careful anyway. I'd hate to drown. End up a John Doe.
I didn't know that about the San Juan.
There is a volcanic island in Lago Cocibolca called Ometepe. It's formed from two connected volcanoes shaped like a porongo.
The one with smoke coming out of it.
That's the one. The smoking volcano is Concepcion. It erupts once in a while. The other one is Maderas. It's never erupted in recorded history. There's a lake in the caldera at the top.
A crater lake. Let's hope there's not another underground factory inside.
Don't say that. If Peacewalker's nukes detonated there, it would destabilize the magma underneath. It could cause the volcano to erupt again. If that happens, my country is doomed.
Okay.
What are we gonna do, Snake? If Peacewalker attacks Mother Base...
Relax. We've got the entire MSF out to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but Peacewalker's missiles have 1 megaton warheads. The fireball alone would be a mile in diameter. Everything in the vicinity of Ground Zero will be vaporized by the heat rays. Then there's the blast, which travels at hundreds of miles per hour. And the fires, and the...
A huge dose of radiation from the initial nuclear reaction.
That too. There won't be a single survivor.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Basically, nukes bad. And detonating nukes over the ocean is even worse.
Damn.
Snake.
Snake!
Yeah.
Snake! You.
Nothing.
Snake.
Nothing.
Snake. Snake.
And nothing. Alright, that's all of them. Fuck. Let's save the game before we have a power outage. And then I have to do all that again. Okay. Now. Let's see. Marksmanship challenge, Fulton recovery. Cargo truck demolition. Claymore disarmament. EOW defense. And we got 2 vehicles we have to do.
Commencing mission.
We'll deal with this one first. Where is the sneaking suit? Oh, at the very top. Alright, in we go. Another LAV. Pretty sure this counts as an APC. This one's not an IFV.
Neutralize the enemy troops. They're trying to find you. Make sure they don't.
There we go.
Go investigate.
Nap time. Nap time.
Enemies close by!
Nap time.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Oh, God.
Backup! Prepare for immediate deployment!
Enemies close by!
Nap time.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Backup! Prepare for immediate deployment!
Enemies close by!
Nap time.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Well, I'm out of Fultons.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Backup! Prepare for immediate deployment!
Nap time.
Backup! Prepare for immediate deployment!
Nap time.
What? That's gotta be the leader. Can you take him down?
You bet. Done.
The enemy leader's out cold. Bring him in.
Easy. Oh, damn, he broke his neck. Poor guy. What a shame.
Snake?
Don't tell me. Zadornov.
Bingo. The guard left his post and the dude was gone when he got back.
Sounds like the guard needs a guard.
He was off with the girls. Haas invited him to try some of their cooking. He says he loved every second of it.
Is that jealousy, cuz?
Anyway, there's a new mission waiting for you. Find Zadornov, Snake.
Okay.
Kind of suspicious that the guard was led away by Paz, don't you think? I wonder what that's about. Interesting. Alright, let's go get him. You're fired.
You're fired.
Let's go get him, fucker.
Snake, sit.
Yeah. Let's go. Bring the fucker back again. Maybe we should just kill him.
Finds the doorknob, Snake.
Damn. Gross. Yeah, C ain't terrible. Ooh, documents.
The enemy's here!
No, he's not. See? No enemy.
Wait,
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
can't be imagining things.
Ugh. Take a nap, fucker.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
All right. Gotta go find this prick.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
I mean, I'll grab the guy, but... Never mind. I'm not gonna bother.
Here he is. We found.
Shut up.
What's wrong? We have a situation. Backup team, head over and investigate.
Yeah, whatever you say, Dick. Ugh, worthless. Worthless soldiers.
Somebody's here.
Hey, you want to stand up? Thank you.
Somebody's here.
There we go. It's so hard to aim this thing. Not bad. You I will take.
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Yeah, alright, I'll take this guy. Oh shit. Not bad. Meh. Meh. Damn, another prisoner? Alright, I missed the doorknob, so we gotta backtrack.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
He might be in the area we didn't go to yet. Arder los despiertos. Oh, hey, music. Fun. Meh. Meh. Hmm. Wait for this. Wait for this guy to turn around again. We have time.
Hey!
I'm guessing the doorknob is probably on the other side of that wall there.
I know I saw something.
Or maybe he's inside the building? Can I get into that building?
Not this one.
Oh, he's inside the... Okay.
Did you check the houses? Take a peek inside.
Not this one.
Mama!
Gotcha.
There we go. Yeah, I forgot that you can do that.
Curses.
Poor guy.
I got him, Kaz.
Slipped up again. Acknowledged. Bring him on in.
Oh.
You're fired.
Okay. Bang, bang. Ooh. What are you? See?
You're fired.
C. C, but lower C.
You're fired.
Mess hall. Mess hall. Medical's at max, so.
You're fired.
Get out of here, losers. Mosin upgrade. M21 upgrade. M1C upgrade. Ration upgrade. There we go. Also, welcome back, Punisher. Good to see you. Yeah. You're fired. Oh, Chrysalis 2. Eva. Where's the... Do I have this? Yes.
Let's get this mission started.
All right. Let's do this shit.
Stay out of the enemy's sight as you recover those
Imagine she
supplies.
appears
And
out of the
don't
blue.
get lost.
It wouldn't even surprise me, to be honest. If she just poofed out of thin air.
Enemies close.
Shut up. I mean, I'm sure you guys are worthless, but... let me at least get these two out of the way.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Alright, C4 done. Oh god. There we go. Okay.
Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up
No,
there.
fuck you. I'm going to the beach. Hey, buddy. It's a cat.
A talking cat. Trenya. Creatures, even rarer than a talking cat. Monsters. Sorry, kitty, but I'm no hunter. You're not exactly an ordinary yourself. Not to be rude, but I've got things to do, so if you need someone to go monster hunting with you, find someone else. Sounds perfect.
And now we can do the Monster Hunter missions. What's this? There we go.
This is a high-risk mission. You'll be facing some powerful opposition, but it's nothing you can't handle. Believe in yourself.
Let's go fuck up Rathalos. Oh, that's not what I want.
Combat.
Yeah, I don't want chaff. But stun grenade might be nice. The thing I've always wanted to do in Monster Hunter. Take down the monsters with a machine gun.
About time. Let's go, Trenya.
Alright, let's do this shit. Let's fuck them up. Anybody have an AA gun? Fuck you.
Whoa! Where'd that thing come from?
Fuck you, Rathalos. You little fuckers are in the way. Ow. I guess it's a good thing Rathalos has bad aim. Oh!
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Let me just throw another one down. Oh, damn it. More of the little fuckers.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out.
Oh, God! What do we got? Law? God, dicks. Get up! Will you get your bitch ass down here? Ow. Oh, fucking missed. This is annoying. There we go. Oh, fuck you, dickhead.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Suck it. I have anti-tank rounds, motherfucker. Hey. Do you have anything you can help me with, buddy? Hello? Meow. Fuck. There we go. Get down on the ground, dickhead. Oh no.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Please get up. Ah! Can't get enough time to recover. There we go. Ooh, why is YouTube freaking out? YouTube is not receiving enough bits. Fuck you mean? It definitely is. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. But we took out Rathalos, so that's cool. Cool. All right. Mess hall. Future curry. What the fuck is that?
You're fired.
Curry from the future?
You're fired.
Huh. And now YouTube is fine. I don't fucking know. Bop. Beep. Boop. Beep. Boop. Alright, we took out Rathalos. Is this just the same mission, but at night?
This is a high-risk...
Alright. I'll do the other one off screen so you don't have to watch. I'm gonna bring anti-tank mines. Let's see. Let me bring that. This will just be for emergencies.
Snake, legend has it, a place called Isla del Monstruo is near Costa Rica.
Isla del Monstruo.
It was discovered in the 18th century by Caribbean pirates sailing over to the Pacific. And the island in Treasure Island? It's based on one near Costa Rica, too.
Treasure Island. I remember reading that.
You've read it, too? Ah, that makes things easier. In Nicaragua, we too have a story about a group of pirates that encountered a flying monster out at sea. Some even say they landed on this monster island, though we still don't know exactly where it is. That's the reason I've always wanted to come to Costa Rica.
Ha! I see.
Ooh, I heard another story about a talking cat that lives somewhere in Costa Rica. They say it'll take you to this place.
Interesting stuff.
Want to know more about the island?
Maybe later. If I'm... Chico, I met that talking cat.
The legendary Trenya? Really?
Trenya, yeah, that's what it called itself. Is it famous?
In certain circles, yeah.
I'm still having trouble believing it. I never thought I'd be talking to an animal one day. What a world.
What a Monster
Amazing
Hunter
you
world,
can
am I
understand
right?
his language.
Picking up the local lingo is one of the basics of intelligence work.
That's what makes you the boss. Hey, say something in Trenya's language, will you?
Meow. Meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Wow. I have no idea what you're saying.
Of course you wouldn't.
So what did Trenya say?
It said it would take me to that island you talked about.
Really? Oh, take me too, boss, please, please!
I know you must be excited, but we don't know what's out there. Could be dangerous. I'll scout it out first.
No fair.
Come on, Chico. This isn't as cut and dry as you think. You can come next time, depending on what I find. I'll take some photos if I get the chance. Sorry, kid, but that's life.
Boo!
Apparently,
Take the kid to the fucking
there are other
island.
cats that talk besides Trenya on Isla del Monstruo.
There's more of them.
Yep, they're called the felines. But supposedly they don't ever come to Costa Rica. You should try talking to them if you spot them. Who knows what kind of stuff they have to say?
Yeah, just when...
Tigrex is a flying dragon just like Rathalos. But it's good at moving around on land too. It can blast you with rocks from a distance or rush at you with incredible speed.
How do you know
People have
this?
seen it on land?
See, it said that these two lady pirates, Anne and Mary, visited Isla del Monstruo. It was there that they did battle with Tigrex.
Anne was quite a marksman, wasn't she?
Must have been a heck of a battle. I wish I'd been there.
You know, I'm not so bad with guns myself.
I've already seen how good you are. Anne and Mary also saw little
Yeah. Don't worry about it. God, I was gonna... Comms... Yeah! Oh, snake. Oh, snake. You goofball.
It's about time. Let's go, Trenya.
Alright, let's do this shit. I'll fuck him up for you, buddy. Don't worry. God damn, look at that big son of a bitch. Ooh, he's got a spin move. Aw, man, you spit on the fucking camera. Dickhead. Fuck you.
The Kyrex!
Woo! Oh shit, I didn't make it. Shit. Oh no! Oh no, he's fine. The cat's fine. Don't worry about it. Shit!
There's a barbecue spit. You can use it to roast food, even rations, simply by pressing the to stop roasting. Press the action button one more time.
Hey! Fuck you, dickhead. Shit.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Haha, fuck you.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out
God
shortly.
damn! This guy does not fucking chill. Fuck off! Damn it, I didn't finish the reload.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Fuck off. Damn it. So close to finishing the reload.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Dang it. Fuck you. You little fuckers are annoying. Ooh! Ah, damn it! Clipped me with the fucking tail.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Haha, fuck you. Damn it. That hitbox is a little bullshit. There we go.
Nice hunting, Snake.
Pain in the ass. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Finally got the next upgrade for the Fulton. Fuck. God, that took forever. Alright, I can't afford the other ones. Alright. Let's see if we got another Monster Hunter mission.
This is a high-risk...
Oh yeah, this is the special one. They made a special monster for this game specifically. Yeah, look at this ugly son of a bitch. Gear Rex. He walks kind of like a Metal Gear.
Is this some kind of joke? What the hell is it?
Whoa. What the fuck? Is that a laser? Fuck you, dickhead.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Oh, he didn't like that. Fuck off. let me get behind this anti-tank mine. Alright, charge me. Come on. No, the mine didn't stun him that time. Give me that. I wonder if Capcom has ever even acknowledged the existence of this thing. You know, that they made this. Oh, went right under the legs. Like a dumbass. Shit. Almost got him. Hey, we did it. And I didn't have to use a big dumb sword to do it.
Hunt's over. Return to base. Snake, you're not gonna believe this, but
Yeah.
Zadornov's missing again.
Kaz, are you sure somebody's not, I don't know, letting him out on purpose?
You think I have time to assemble a mole hunt? Man, this guy isn't just good, he's so good at scary.
If he's doing this alone, that is.
Anyway, he left a trail, so we've got a good idea of where he's probably hiding. You know what the mission is. Find Zadornov, Snake.
Hey, Kaz, you want to do me a favor and just post like 10 guards? I can do that. Like 24/7 surveillance from a dozen people. You know? And then it's the same one. Okay, yeah.
Snake, Zadornov.
Yeah.
Stealth.
get this shit over with.
Finds the doorknob snake.
Hey! God! I know I saw some.
C is fine.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
I think I still have D rank
Fulton
guys
recovery
for
helicopter is complete.
the medical. So
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
I don't think he's in the houses this time, but
Not this one.
just in case, let's check. Yeah, he's probably way up there.
No one here. Not this one.
Alright. Now we can move on. Ba 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 ba. Have a nice nap. Honk. Ugh. Damn, that guy's a terrible soldier. Nope, nothing.
What is it? Enemies close by!
Damn, that guy was fucking fast.
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now.
Alright, let me just get rid of these guys. Dumbass.
HQ, come in.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
Understood. Stay vigilant.
Damn, I'm running out of bullets.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
God damn. I can go really far for this one. I wonder if he made it all the way. Meh. Take a nap, buddy. Ooh. All right, could you turn around, please? Thank you. Meh. All right, you're coming with me, buddy.
What was that?
Ooh, worthless.
I'm seeing things.
Oh, David Hayter, you're not very good at doing meows, buddy. How far does this guy come down? Pretty damn far.
Huh? I think I see someone. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Enemies close by!
Dickhead. Alright. Nah, nothing up there. It was worth peeking.
Good God, the man could swim his way out of Alcatraz.
Alcatraz? Because Mother Base is in the middle of the fucking ocean? So every time Zadornov escapes, he has to swim to the mainland? Do you know what Alcatraz is? No. No, Alcatraz is an island prison. They built a prison on an island so that even if the prisoners escaped, they had nowhere to go. Meh. Hydrate? You got it, boss. What does his hat even have to... Never mind. This will probably be our last mission unless something happens.
Somebody there?
Meow, meow, meow.
It does? I don't remember that.
Meow, meow, meow.
Can't be imagining things.
Phew! That was a lot of guys. Fuck. Meh. There's so many troops. Ugh. All right, I have a plan.
I heard something.
There we go. Nah. 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 Damn it, I can't see shit. Y'all need to quit with the vaping. Jeez.
I heard something.
Indeed, you did hear something. Nap time. I think there's one more room over here. I have to check. Alright. On to the next area. Man, Zdornov really covered a lot of ground.
Guys, I'm inside the facility. There's rows and rows of trucks here.
Zadornov should be somewhere in that area. Find him.
Metal Gear. Not this one.
Why is there a bunch of fish just sitting in it?
Nothing.
Uh, 140.96. It's Mei Ling.
Not this one. Sunlight! Mr. Kojima?
Hello, Kojima. Alright. Now for the Russian one.
Damn it.
Found him.
You found me.
Damn it. My perfect plan. I assumed it would be the Russian one, which is why I checked all of the other ones.
I found him, Kaz.
Close, but no cigar. Not for you anyway. Snake, we're coming to pick him up.
Mm-hmm. We got him, boys. Hideo Kojima has joined Mother Base. You're fired.
You're fired. You're fired.
None of them are worth keeping around. Anything? Dead man's treasure? What the fuck? Ugh, I got so much shit to do. I have so many missions to do. Alright. We're gonna stop here. I'm tired. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Take it easy. Don't stay up too late. Get lots of sleep. It's important. Drink water, not soju. Eat. And yeah, I'll see you on Monday. So take care and bye-bye.